All right. There we go. Should be able to hear us. Hello and welcome, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Doing good. Just gonna fake like the last 20 minutes didn't happen.
It's
Yes,
set up.
it's all a setup. Chat, let us know if you can actually hear us real quick, like if the audio balance is right. That's my only, like, the big worry. Other than that, we are ready to roll. We are playing a homebrew system from, I think it's from you, Nicholas, right?
Yes.
Tell
My
us
own
about
author.
it, like your elevator pitch.
Elevator pitches. It's a system where when you have to roll, you just roll, see the result, and you can just keep on going. You don't need to worry about much else. So things should be fast and smooth.
Yeah. So instead of like having strength and dexterity, you have like arm and feet, and you roll on that number,
Yeah.
and we roll
You
with
want
a
to roll?
2d12. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it. And if you
I
roll
guess
like the target number and below, it's a success, and above, it's a failure. And it's only influenced by the skills your character has. Like maybe he's actually good in stabbing somebody, he gets like +1 or +2, or +3, depending on how good he is. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And since it's a bell curve, it has 2d12, so it can matter a lot depending on where on the curve it is. So if it's right at the center, then each step, like +1, +2, 3, it can matter a lot. So
There is I guess real quick then that there is the mechanic of opportunity and setback.
Yeah.
When we roll a 1, that represents an opportunity that arises for your character to take advantage of. And the opposite is the setback. It gives there's an opportunity for the challenge to try and hold us back in what the character is trying to do.
Yeah. And so if an enemy is involved, it's his time to strike, or you get some sand in your eyes, like something happens, the light starts flickering and everything goes dark for a minute. All right. Okay, good. With that, I'm gonna stop looking at the chat all the time and ignore the fine folks over there and focus on the game. We we are on the Ark, a massive generational ship swimming on the ocean surface of planet Earth. Far in the future, the planet has been flooded, and most people live on massive ships or tiny peninsulas if they can find land. One of those ships is called the Ark, with 1 million people living on it. It's cramped, it's tiny in comparison to the masses of people living there. Some find their spots, others have to work, connive, kill, barter, or just know the right people to have a good life. But it's not guaranteed. In the big room, we see a good 200 people vying for attention as a man is standing on a metal barrel calling out for workers. Anyone interested to come aboard? We are sailing tonight. Transport mission. I need able bodies. We got room for 4 more. And people are shouting back and forth over each other.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes. Taker. Yep.
What can you do?
Diving, sir. Diving and Oh, anything you need related to diving.
Diving works. Come on board. Come here. And one of the other guys like pushing some people aside to reach your hand, and reaches through to you. Several people blocking the way.
I make my way towards the man and accept the aid I'm given.
You're pulled forward, the ship itself in front, on the surface, with the sun setting across the ocean waters with waves. A lot of crates filling up the openings of the submarine. Distinctly noticeable there are two openings, like two humps, known of a transport ship that is classified as a camel.
As Jeremiah is walking through a hallway, I pull a hand grabbing very tightly on your arm. Looking around, I'm a big burly man, very wide. I look healthier than most people. Say, hey, come here, man. Pulling you tightly.
Hey. I turn around at the touch of my arm, wearing my diving suit as always, and goes a good way up, and find myself to be rather good looking in general, and I say, Bart, familiar face, I knew it. It shouldn't have been so easy to get on board. How are you, man?
A big grin, a toothy smile. I put both my hands on your face, like lightly tapping. I'm good, Jeremiah. I'm good. Good to see that
Really?
you're coming along. I look around a little suspiciously.
What do you mean? It was just a scratch.
Yeah. We're gonna be doing this one together. And come in, lean in a little bit. I produce from my coat a little device. This is a personal communicator. You know, there's good chance that we will find good things down there. I know a lot of folks that will be willing to pay a good amount for anything we can bring aboard.
Counting
What do
on
you
it.
say?
I'm counting on it. I heard the rumors this captain is supposed to know his stuff, you know. Personal communicator, you mean? I yeah. Of course. It's better be worthwhile though.
Yeah, good. Things will work out fine. You are one of the most reliable.
Yeah,
People,
we'll see. Yeah.
People push past you through the corridor, back to the boat, yelling, pick me! And he says, you, come on board.
There are a lot of people I don't know in this mission, so looking at the crowd, back to you, we have to keep it low. You know, some of the young ones, they follow the book too harshly, too close-minded people. You get me?
Well, I mean, I've been following the book myself for so long, I can hardly remember, why I was so insistent on going down that path all the time. You know, I had went on, dangerous work conditions, and what do we get? You know, we get some respect, yes, but yeah, I was expecting something better, honestly. Well, not to complain. This is a good life, you know, really good.
Yeah, for sure it is. For sure it is. You know, follow me. I'll take you down to the sub. Like walking through some people, like avoiding some pipes and metallic extrusions from the arc.
Aside
Walking very
from
comfortably.
the gangplank that leads directly to one of the two humps breaking water, there are a set of cranes lowering crates of goods down, like on a transport mission. Not just food, but filling up the cargo for delivery. The captain standing, yelling, "And you, that will be all. Thanks for showing up. Better luck next week. Go off, scram!" And a lot of people like turn around to check that. Some yell around, but a couple of security guards are like, come on, boys, you had your chance." Like break up the crowd.
I walk closer to the captain and trying to get his attention. Walking casually after Bart.
The man.
Do you know him personally? The captain?
Yeah, man. We go way back. In fact, so way back that I'm not sure he remembers me. We'll see. But he order. So
Okay.
I hail the captain and try to get his attention.
The man himself, having a grizzled face, full beard, not wearing any kind. He's not a captain that wears admiral's clothing. More casual weather jacket with a fur inlay. Got a pipe at the corner of his mouth, turning to the crew he just hired, and says, "Welcome aboard."
Good to see you again, sir. I'm happy that you recognized my face in the crowd and you picked quality crewmen today. I can promise you that.
Oh, it's better the devil I know than the devil I don't.
Yes, that's what I thought when I entered your mission. But this is gonna be good. I know it.
Yes. Well, let's don't need everybody on the ship to know about this. Who's your friend over there? Hello. You can call me Captain Garrett.
Yes, Captain. I am Bartholomew of the higher decks.
Really? He looks over to Jeremiah. I didn't know you're coming with royalty.
No
No,
royalty. Just access to a little bit more protein. That's all.
I was happy to see Bart here and just as surprised as you, sir. He's a good guy. Good worker.
We can use strong arms like yours. He sizes you up, Bartholomew.
I let him approach me. I'm at least a few inches taller and wider than him. I'm still smiling. Yes, I'll be very glad to be of service, be it brains or brawn, sir.
Very good, very good. I'm not really. I don't really have much staff in terms of officers, so you can take that position, Jeremiah.
Of course, sir. Of course.
All right. He turns his back and leads you aboard a metal from the gangplank onto the surface of this ship himself. As you pass there was a plaquette hung out for the interior ship design for people to accustom themselves of the interior design.
As I
Gotta
follow
make sure.
along,
You see, the newcomers, they don't always understand what everything that goes on a ship like this. So gotta make sure they know the interiors before entering. Otherwise, it's like staying in a washing machine. You just get turned around all the time.
Yeah. Depends on the navigator, doesn't it?
making
For
my
sure.
way, just following along, not saying much, giving smelling the salt one last time before I get crammed inside. Just appreciating the design, following.
Climbing down the steel ladder past the exterior design sketches presented to the onlookers. As the last crate goes through the second hump and is placed, disappearing below.
I follow down the hatch and stop by the designs and study them a bit more to get a clearer idea of the tonnage and the amounts of goods we could be transporting.
As some people are walking by, I project my voice to anyone who's willing to listen. How old is this one? Looking around.
And an older gentleman is yelling back, "I've heard it's been diving for 80 years.
Impressive. Very impressive. I hope it continues on for at least another 80 years.
A good journey, enjoyed on the Workhorse, which is ironic for a camel. Ha!
Sure is. Sure it is. I kind of following the captain still. So, are we gonna have a debriefing, sir, captain?
Yes. Having climbed down, the first room being filled with crates secured and getting fastened as one of the handyman from the Ark strap in the last crates with fasteners before leaving the hatch and closing the submarine one last time. The captain looking up to you through the second hatch that leads to the first deck. Yes, debriefing will happen in 10 minutes. Go to your bunk beds, secure your backpack, whatever you brought, and meet me back up here. Just follow the
Sir.
blue line to the bunks.
As you consider it done, sir.
I grabbed my things, studied the maps and not getting much wiser for it, and head to the box.
Going down one ladder from the fore cargo, going all the way through to the third deck below, through the command room and a midsection, almost to the airlocks at the bottom half. The crew quarters are there next to next to several abyssal suits in cabins getting filled up with air. You spot around 8 beds altogether, 6 of them designed inside the ship, 2 others more like hanging nets for you to lay in. Clearly a self-made extension.
Okay, and kind of gently but harshly pushing Jeremiah to the side. Well, I get the top bunk. This one's mine.
That's yeah, you owe me one now, you know that, right? You know the
I
rules
always
of the
owe you
jobs.
one. I'm
Yeah.
always owing you one.
So I make sure that we are close to the exit somehow. But those abyss suits, I gotta check them out. I knew a mechanic. I want to see if that's some of his handiwork on some of them. You never know. I walk closer to some of the suits and see if I can recognize any of them.
Inside cabins with a glass vitrine in front of it, like a casing, you can see the suits. Most of them seem to be like usual working man's diving suit to go outside and fix the hull if repairs are truly needed. Not not really special. They seem to be of the cheaper variety with modifications more suited to patch up holes than anything else.
I was hoping for something good. I appraised the suits one by one, and they just look really unsatisfying to me. Bart, we better don't go diving too much. This is not. Ah.
Leaving the room, following Jeremiah. Yeah, well, hopefully I'll be on duty inside the sub this time. You know, I'm kind of wide. I'm not a good swimmer.
Give me a brains check, Jeremiah, looking over the suits.
An opportunity and a success.
Okay. You notice one of the suits having been tinkered with, like a panel that doesn't belong on the back midsection of the suit. Something that yeah, that's what you see visually.
That's that one part. That's the one. Like I go to the suit and yeah, that suit. That suit's legendary. We gotta secure that one in case we need it. I'm gonna try to find out the right officer. Look at that
Whatever you
thing
say.
back there. It slides open. You can use it for all sorts of tricks.
Oh,
And
now
you
you
know
got
you
my
could
interest.
use it for even more sorts of tricks. You know,
Now you got my
I don't,
interest.
but yeah.
Tell what? I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna guarantee that this one goes for you.
Well,
Leave it with me. Yeah. By the way, we should probably get going. I don't want to keep the old man waiting.
Yeah.
Let's
You
go.
see
Tum, tum, tum.
a couple of young guys climbing past you with blonde hairs. It's like, oh, hello, sirs. They seem to be quite nervous and very young. We are talking 15 years old.
Hey there, kid. Come down. What has gotten to you? I put my hands on his shoulder. How are you doing?
Good, sir. Just,
I
my first mission, sir.
look at Jeremiah. He's calling me sir.
Yeah, he doesn't know better. It's a bit wet behind the ears still, you see.
Looks
It's
like.
kids, you better toughen up a bit. You can't just go around calling people officer. Although he looks like one, I give you that.
Oh, okay, sir.
So the first rule of the sub, you gotta figure out who's on board. Gotta figure out who that kind of person they are.
Right. So I'm the mechanic. Hello. I'm Matthew. And
Good old Matt. Huh? Again, like kind of harshly, like maybe a bit too strong, tapping on his back. So you're the one who keeps things afloat. That's good. That's good. I like you already, kid.
thank you. Not
Who's
sir,
who?
I guess.
Bart. You can call me Bart.
Bart
Just Bart is fine.
gives you a grin, like, oh yeah, opens up a bit. I'm sorry, I have to hurry up. He's starting any minute now. Like, starts like grabbing one of the bunk beds. Like, only one has not been occupied yet. And it's like, oh man, shoving his bag away, giving you a moment.
Hey, what's your name, kid?
Matthew.
Mm. I hurry out of the room in order to catch the briefing in time.
I make my way down the latch, kind of a little bit more independently, going towards the briefing room, the main bridge.
Up on the command room, climbing up the ladders to the first deck, you see Captain Garrett addressing the room of the 7 heads, with himself being the 8th person, as you make up the last 2. And says, welcome aboard the Workhorse. We've been diving for 85 years. Gonna make sure to add another year to that. The Camel is a transport ship. That's what we do. We transport things from the Ark to whoever needs it. Giving a look over to Matthew, making sure he pays attention. As you see, like, the young man, like, scribbling down notes furiously. And, well, we got some information that there might even be some minerals on our way back home. So if we got the time, we're gonna make a diving expedition as well. Get your feet wet.
I cast a glance when he says minerals. I cast a glance at Jeremiah, like conspicuously, just still listening.
So I take it I will be the officer for this, responsible for the diving expeditions, sir.
They all nod to each other. Like, oh yes, thank you very much. And the captain places his hand on your shoulders. Jeremiah will take good care of you. Listen to his command when I'm not around. As you all know from this command center, we can send the message to any room of the ship. But answers will have to come through the comm system. There will be this yellow button in every room. Just don't press them all at once, or we get interference. And young people nod like, yeah, we had that in school. Well, good. Now go to work. Double clap. And people scurry.
As people well, I against the moving people, I approach Jeremiah. So, officer, I smile. What would you have me done for now?
Well,
You can use these.
anytime, yeah, you've already made a friend of this young mechanic, haven't you? Maybe why don't you two go and investigate the suits and perhaps introduce the young man to our collection.
Towering over the young blonde mechanic a bit, I put my hand on the back of his neck, shaking him a little. All right, let's go, Matt. Let's go.
Oh, hey. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got some time.
Yeah, I'll help you. Why don't you start me on the suits on the ship? I go around like all these
Yeah, right.
pipes and wires. Yeah, I may be of help.
Okay, yeah, most things I've checked off my checklist already, so you're ready to dive. I got some time to show you with the materials.
Yes, as
Starts
I'm walking with
grabbing
them,
the ladder to
you
climb
know,
down. Yeah?
I follow right after. You know, I'm really curious about the suits. It seems that some of them have some modifications. Was it your work?
Oh, no. That's it's been a while.
I see.
They have been around before. It's I didn't work on this ship before. It's my first mission, sir.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course. Me forgetting things, huh? I see, I see. So, what do you think is the first thing we should get done, huh? You're the big guy here. As I say that as I tower over him.
Yeah, it's like, don't flatter yourself. It's I understand how things work. I'm the new guy. Everybody picks on me, but I appreciate it. We should first we should double check the boiler, make sure it's in standing order, like everything's working now. But going submersive, this will be well now it gets critical.
Yeah, boiler it is, but hey. Someone picks on you, you let me know.
Thank you.
I got you. Yes, you can count on me. I'm here to help. So, I guess the boiler is over there, and I start walking.
Yeah, he shows you to the boiler room.
Meanwhile, on the officer's deck, I look around and I question the people around me for their diving experience, and I see if I can spot any of the sure signs of experienced divers around here.
You see one guy that looks to be quite able-bodied, who has a gun on him. The only one beside the captain with an open firearm, a rifle. It's turning to you, like, well, I do have my diving experience outside, but usually I main the coil gun on this on the Workhorse and make sure there's order aboard the ship. But for the expedition, if there is signs of danger outside and somebody has to go, it would fall to me.
That's what I thought. That's good. You have diving experience, obviously. It's just shines out of your the way you handle yourself underwater. Can you handle a suit well?
Yeah, I've had experience at the on the midnight zone level, I don't think I've entered a suit further below than that. So,
Mm. And you've serviced this ship for a while, haven't you? This camel.
yes,
Mm.
I've been the security officer for 3 years. Even
Okay.
before the captain came on board.
Oh, that's a nice service history. It's quite some trips in your time. I imagine you've had a few jobs as well, and you've managed to pull through.
Oh, that's for sure, man. Some creatures that you can see down there, especially at the midnight layer, some of the sea creatures start to show signs of mutations and can become quite aggressive. He start reminiscing to himself, like scratching the back of his neck absently.
I I slightly drift off in a daydream, like, and scratch my nose and like touch the side of my rib cage and close my eyes a little bit before I snap out of it. Good, sir. We need to locate all the divers on board. Can you give me some pointers? We need to just get to know each other a little bit. You never know when our skills will be needed again.
For sure. And he makes a call through the ship. It's like, and two boys approach. One of them says, ready for duty. He looks to be an electrician of trade. His job is making sure all of the electrical wiring stays working and functional on the ship, and has a training to go outside. Yeah. And the other guy seems to be like longer. Oh, I'm just a working hand, making sure to help with any when people have to go into diving suits, sir.
A working hand, and you have the abyss diving experience, or so you told the captain.
Oh, as well, yes, I do. It's not much
Okay.
of not much of swimming, but I've been in the Twilight Zone before. I think I can go deeper.
We'll see. You know, we're almost like family out there. You know, when we as a team we need to pull through as a team. So you know, it's yeah. I'm not gonna tell the captain. Don't worry about that. We'll just catch up whenever we have time and go through some of the basics again. You already know them, of course, but yeah, let's make a team out of this.
Everybody grab something. You hear the captain yell through the ship over the klaxons on the walls.
In the boiler room, mid speech. So if it overheats, then I hear the voice through the communicators of the captain. Oh, okay. I I was kneeling down. I stand up with Matt besides me.
Oh yeah. We're diving, and he grabs for like one of the huge pipes, holds onto it, and you feel a steep decline, like an elevator sinking down rapidly as you get light on your feet.
I lose my footing a bit and I fall down like oof, and I might as well stay here.
Oh, loud clanging noise of the whole ship groaning loudly, echoing through the hole. the whole ship as the submarine submerges.
I look at young Matthew. I don't know if I can get used to this. The cacophony.
Yeah, it makes talking pretty difficult when we go full speed, but it should stop in a minute when we reach our speed limits, and then we can go about our work again normally. The rumbling still going through, shaking.
Like shaking, like with my hands, like kind of sitting down with my hands behind my back on the ground. And I suppose you've read that in the books, right?
It's not the same as described in the books, that's for sure. Oh my god.
I imagine. I'll stay here. I'll wait.
You see, he shows you on the inside the reactor room here, the machine itself, glowing window like a furnace on the meters, showing that it's like tilting against its limits, and he's like scrambles to his feet to the machines to adjust some of the knobs. It can get quite hot. I gotta make sure that the fuel rods are adjusted correctly for this descent. But it's standard procedure, yelling over his shoulder to you on the floor.
I making my way up, like putting my hands whatever pipe or thing that I can use for support, and I kind of look behind him. What is this blinking light over here? What does this one mean?
Oh,
does it mean it's stable or?
Yeah, it's stable. It's all good. It's when the light goes out and when I should worry. Cause it means the machine is offline.
Oh, I see. See, you're the big man here. I told you.
Grabs his cap on his head. Well, I wouldn't call myself very big. I wish I was more like the security officer. Man, he gets to man the guns.
You know what? No, I kind of I support myself kind of like this. Yeah, who's that bloke? Strange guy. Do you know him?
Well, his name is Timothy. He's
Timothy.
I don't know much about him. Only that he's seen he's seen some things.
Oh, yeah. All of these abyss divers, they always come back with some strange stories. I believe them.
He's talked about a creature that doesn't only swim in the ocean but break through the submarine walls, break in, and they will tear you apart. Oh, God.
That does not sound. Yeah, I kind of look around at the inside of the whole the boiler, the reactor room. Yeah, well, although I think the pressure will kill us first if they break through it, so that might be a bonus, huh?
Hopefully not. Gotta make sure when something happens to see him. The armory is right underneath the command room. He and the captain have the key for it.
I see.
Got access to a couple of I think harpoon guns and a couple of pistols.
Good. Yeah. Bullets tend to they do not discriminate. They only penetrate. So it works against everything.
Yeah, and the harpoon guns we can reload. As obviously if the thing dies.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, let's hope we do not come to that, right? But hey, Matt. So as a mechanic, You take care of the suits, the reactor room. Do you take care of other parts of the ship, like the cargo, for example? Like still like yelling over the sound of the reactor.
The sound starts to lower as max velocity is achieved of the submarine for diving. Well, yeah, I'm taking a more relaxing pose and sitting on the dashboard, like leaning against it to talk to you more directly. Yeah, it's the ballast rooms, making sure they're fixed up and cleaned out. They must be full of water now since we're diving so fast. And sometimes I gotta fix the ship from the hull from the outside. So.
Oh. Yeah. Like I told you, big man, big man. This thing could not even float, or I guess submerge without you. You gotta give yourself some credit. I know you're Neil. This is your first mission, but you're gonna make your name here. I can feel that.
Thank you. Okay. Well,
So since
about the suit, I mean, I've seen one of them looks a bit weird. I believe it's like a Mark II, you know, reinforced plating and stuff like that.
That's good. Hey, Matt, can you help me with one thing, by the way?
Yeah.
I kind of Jeremiah, the officer. He's pretty much a brother to me. I don't have any siblings. If I lose that man, I'll lose everything. Do you think you can secure that one, the Mark II one, for him? Please.
I mean, I gotta. They're like not exactly reserved, but you know.
You're the big man. I'm pretty sure that as a mechanic, like you know.
Gotta
Please,
make
man,
sure
I
that
kinda...
I'll figure something out.
Yeah. I grab him by his hand, like pull him close, like a tight hug. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
It's okay. It's okay. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah. No. Teach me a few more things, man. You're a good teacher.
Yeah, sure. He turns to the machine and points to all of the dials and what they do, and starts becoming quite long and laborious descriptions. Jeremiah.
As the sub descends and the vibrations emanate through the hull and the sounds and the screeching, I grab onto the rail above my head and just make no expression whatsoever. This is routine. I've done this many times. I look around at the others and see to notice their reactions to the spectacle.
The captain and security officer in the command room have their sea legs well developed, not phased at all, keeping eyes on the several monitors, CRT TVs that give them information of sensor readings and their sonar. But a young lady, you heard gasping and like falling against the wall, clipboard sliding against your boot.
I motion to the youngest diver to get his bearings and help up the scientist. I look at the clipboard and pick that up myself.
Yes, sir. Like going gangling from handhold to handhold over there, unable to hear what he says with all of the noise drowning it out as he's like talking to her directly close by. The clipboard itself having medical diagnostics of one of the members of the crew. It appears to be a checklist of his health and well-being.
I hand the clipboard back to the lady and say, medical assistance on board, Miss.
Dr. Simone, thank you. Taking the clipboard.
Dr. Simone, yeah, I heard about you. Yeah, you're a bit of a scientist and a doctor, isn't it?
Why, yes. I didn't really think that anybody would recognize me. Not on like a submarine like this one.
Everybody's heard about your work, and at least those with afflictions such as mine, and so pull back my suit and show her a glimpse of these 5 lines, telltale sign of mutation. Just cover it up. I know you understand.
Oh yeah, no worries at all. It's not too easy to help people with those kinds of gifts. Somebody has to do it, and somebody has to push forward for proper research in the medical fields to, of course, patch you up in times of need.
And the Kraken bless your work, madam, and maybe one day we will have you.
Hopefully, not this mission.
Oh, I mean, no, nothing bad by that. We have many talents all over this ship, and I have a really good feeling about this journey. I'm sure we're gonna make discoveries as well as find valuables.
Of course, of course. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta finish the medical checkups with the crew. And she calls out the name, and one member like perks up, and they go to the second deck of the medical bay in the middle of the ship, climbing down the ladder past you. With that, we see the screens of the monitor counting the days as we pass 3 days on board. The food is dry and not special at all. The crew gets to know each other, 8 people all together. The atmosphere is pretty friendly with new blood on board that bring their innocence with them, and none of the hard experiences. One of them, the soldier playing a harmonica like mouthpiece, some music that reverberates through the ship hall whenever he's on break.
Following the echoes of the harmonica, still like sometimes ducking under things, like I may be a little bit too tall for some doorways. I see the security officer Tim playing the harmonica, and from down the corridor, hey, is that song by the sails of the skies?
The Yeah, the music stops, and you hear from the reactor room, like, oh, yes, it is.
That's a good one. Where have you learned this one? And I, making my way closer, I kind of sits down on the floor with my back against a wall of the ship. Where'd you learn this one? This is a good song.
Oh, I've learned it on one of the stations that are in the Abyss Zone.
Like what? The Abyss Zone? You've been that deep before, man?
Yeah, there are a couple of stations that outposts, more likely, that live there. Had did my service, good pay, security. I
By
I
the
knew
Kraken.
I needed the money.
We all do, don't we? Hey, I mean, I'm sorry if this is a little bit too intrusive, but I have to get this out of my system. Are you a
Don't worry about
McKellen?
it. Go ahead.
Are you a McKellen? Like
McKellen
you're kind of, yeah. Is your family's name McKellen?
scratches his head like that doesn't tell me anything.
No. Oh, okay. Sorry. Um. So from the decks where I come from, the McKellens, they have like kind of the same facial features of
Oh,
you. You know, like the square chin. You know,
oh.
chiseled nose. So I thought maybe you were like from the at least the upper decks.
Oh, I see. No, I've come from the lower decks. I've worked my way through soldier duties to private security and got the officer job here.
Oh,
Now,
the Lord. I've heard life is tough down there, man.
yeah, especially if you have a mutation, it's hard to, they like looks around the room itself, sitting even a deck lower between two of the uh, aft ballast tanks, sitting down, junction boxes around you all. As he like leans against one of the junction boxes, looking at the inside of his harmonica, cleaning it out a bit of the spittle. Yeah, it's
I can imagine.
yeah, it's hard to get a job sometimes, especially for the mutated ones.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. But hey, you look like you've made it, huh? That's something good. You turn your life around. You made your own life, rather saying. Still like with one of my arms supported on my knee as I'm kind of almost laying on the floor now.
Gives you a side look. Are you just telling that because you want to wear my diving suit on the expedition?
What? No, no. I don't even know which is your diving suit. Which
Oh,
one is it?
the special one, the Mark II.
Special. Oh, they kind of all look the same to me, man. I'm more of an assistant, you know, the Browns. That's how you can use me around here. Yeah, but I start like standing up. Hey, do you wanna go grab something real quick to eat?
Roll me your tongues.
I fail.
He says, I'm good.
Very good.
Enjoy your break, Bartholomew.
Okay.
and starts
Thank you, man.
playing his harmonica again.
I raise my hand. See you around, man. Good to know you better. And I make my way to the dormitories, climbing some ledges, seeing if anybody's around me. And still like getting adjusted to the weird sounds of the submarine, the many beeps and metal cranking.
Yeah,
Uh,
passing.
Bart, as I see Bart entering the bunk, I call out to him, Bart, good to see you. I was looking for you. We need to talk.
Yeah. 1 second. Kind of close the door for the dormitory. What did you find out?
I pick up my deck of cards that lay on a box in front of me and start shuffling them absentmindedly. I think I'm making progress with the diving team. I'm starting to get some teamwork feels out of them. So you and the team too, right? You're gonna go out, right? I forgot your experience with diving exactly.
I know only the basics, like everyone else. I think
I
I
can
would
probably.
I'd be more help around here though. But
All right,
what you have in mind?
I can get you. On the team if you need to be there.
Hmm. Yeah.
I was wondering something
About that.
else. Um,
Go on, man. Go on. I sit down and
I
kind of wait with looking at the cards. Go on. What do you have to
you
say?
play. I deal him a hand and deal
So,
myself a one.
what was in your mind again?
Now it feels like our conversation was interrupted. You remember then when we entered the ship? You were saying something that we just couldn't continue just there. Yeah, I just didn't catch your meaning exactly. Maybe you could elaborate.
Yeah. So the mineral extraction. I think
Yeah,
we can. I
yes.
think we can. Take a little bit of it. And I also have my mind on another thing. Timothy, the gunsman. I know a guy back in the Ark that pays a good amount for bullets and guns. Not all civilians can have them. So I have my mind in that. But there's another problem. The kid told me about that one suit that you fancied. Timothy
Yeah,
says it's his.
yeah, the good one. Yeah. We
Tim-
need to
Timothy,
assign them.
yes, Timothy says it's his. I talked with the kid. He's willing to help. It suit going to you, but Timothy seems like very strong-willed.
Yeah, it's important. Then we should give it to the one of the new divers. We need to protect them, and after all, we can take care of ourselves. But I was more interested in that little pocket at the back there.
Okay, I'll see if the kid can maybe. I don't know if that's possible. Transfer the secret compartment to another suit. It could be Mark 1, 5, whatever. We just need the pocket. So when you go down there to extract the minerals, you can bring back some. Those can be helpful, but we could also maybe use it to smuggle a little bit of ammo back to the Ark.
I didn't say anything about smuggling. But but anyway, here's my and I play the card. I
And
just we help with the mission, and maybe we'll need extra pockets in the suits, to collect things. That's if you know what I mean.
I know, right? I mean, we're brothers, We gotta help each
Yeah.
other. Brother from another mother, huh?
Yeah.
Another thing,
I
man. I don't know if I should tell you this, but I believe, I believe Timothy is a vertigo addict. That could be a problem for the mission. What if he relapses mid-diving? I don't know.
You hear the speakers blare on, asking, Jeremiah, please come to the command room, and clicks off.
Well, we have to finish this game another time, I guess.
Well, thanks for the game.
Yeah.
Let's finish it another time.
I
And
I stand
hurry
up and
out of the room.
I open the door for you. Yeah. Go do your thing, man.
I place my hand on Bart's shoulder as I exit the room and hurry out.
As you're leaving, I just yell through the corridors, I love you, handsome man. And alone in the bunk room, I approach the bunk bed that I know that Timothy sleeps in. I pull up the sheets a little and trying to look for I find a little, inspecting the mattress, I see a little cut. Out of my pocket, I pull a small yellowish orangish pill, and I stuck inside the mattress, and I head out as well.
Okay. In the command room, the foresight of the submarine, deck 1. The CRT's on, captain looking grim. And there appears to be a beeping noise coming out from one of the smaller speakers. Not too loud, but as you enter the room, you can make it out immediately. The telltale signs of an SOS signal, automated, going through. Oh, good. With that, we got we got my 2 officers here.
At your service, sir. My experience is yours.
Making sure the doors and the hatches are closed to the room, and locking them with a click as extra security, like a bar, like rams into place, locking you together with the captain and the security officer. We got an SOS signal here. I don't want to spook my crew just yet. We are not sure what's happening. It's coming.
You're starting to spook me out a bit, sir. Wanna show me the echo?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt.
Don't worry. We hear the signal. We've been tracking it for a bit over here. It's coming from the layer below us, from the midnight zone. I believe they're a station to be nearby, but it's hard to get all of the information. Usually we'd get a signal back to classify what the station is.
One of the deep stations, sir. I heard much about them. An automated response that's worrying.
Yes. Maybe you can make it out. We got a lot of data here, but it's a bit scrambled. like looking at the monitors, you get lines of text like coming back from sending laser signals to where the stations would be, and its automated responses. But yeah, this deep underwater, it's hard to get all of the information at once unless we come closer.
Sir, it looks scrambled, sir. Don't we have a code breaker on board who can take a look at this?
No, we a camel passes barely for a tier 1 ship. A code breaker and the equipment he needs, it's way out of our league.
Maybe a hobbyist or something. We may have to go out and check it out ourselves. But the team is ready, sir. The team is starting to look solid, at least on paper.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, Timothy leans against the hull and says, "Well, if there's danger outside, I'm gonna man the coil guns, make sure our ship is safe and protected while the diver team goes outside, no?" And the captain thinks about it.
Are we expecting any trouble, sir? I don't quite follow. The team is very friendly. Everybody I met was super friendly. I don't follow what are you concerned about?
This the region we are in, and he points to one of the monitors as the sonar pings out and you see shapes. These lines, they describe the depths of the ocean floor here. We can see some of it. I believe we are in the Shimmer Trench. And Shimmer Trench is home to a couple of bigger mud raptor families. The captain gets big eyes at those words.
Oh yeah. I'm getting an idea. I know. I don't have that experience myself, but I know a guy who does, and he's on board this very moment. I think we should call him in.
Okay, call him in.
Name's Bart.
He goes to the clicks the button. Bart, come to the command deck. Over. Click.
I was made a conversation with Matthew. So yeah, if possible, change the compartment. Matt, talk with you later.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I'll go to
Hey,
work.
yeah. But next time you go, like during break, let's eat together, man. I like listening your academy stories. Like,
Okay.
and I make my way through the various corridors, climbing latches, like a yellow line, main bridge. Bam, bam, bam.
Come on in.
Yes, sir, Captain. Should I close?
Yes.
With one hand.
I go and secure the lock behind Bart.
Approach him, like gonna shape
Beep,
my
beep,
little
beep,
jacket a bit.
beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, beep.
Yes.
Beep, 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 beep.
What is that beeping noise, sir?
Bart, could you check out the sonar? This is your areas of expertise. The Kraken is upon us, so to speak.
I approach the sonar, kind of look at it. Hostile creatures, right? They kind of
Roller brains.
And then I scratch my chin. I think it's just like floating debris, right? Like rocks or things like that, isn't it? Nothing to worry about.
Indeed, a lot of the dots are signs of schools of fish. Some of them schools big enough to reflect the sonar. You detect what appears to be a rectangular shape, telltale sign of a underwater station, man-made, that appears to be the center of the SOS signal. But as you notice, some of the dots that are scurrying away start to like form and move in your direction. Every time the ping of the sonar goes out, they come closer and closer.
We are approaching something here. I think you might wanna.
Approaching? We've been standing still, Bartholomew. What do you mean, approaching?
I mean, look here. Kind of like
The
scratching my head.
security officer looks it over. And he says, shit, something is approaching us. Captain, we have to act now.
Permission, sir, to call all divers on deck.
Go ahead. Officer, bend the gun. Grab the other guy for the aft. And you take the fore.
Sorry to interrupt chain of command, but are you going out without knowing what the hell is going on?
You can. I want you to be dive ready. Put on the suits and get your boys to the airlock. But first, we will make sure that it's secure to go outside.
We can we can easily mend any minor breaches to the hull, sir. My team is solid. Bart, you're with us, right?
Yes. I'm like a little bit shaky. Yes, I am.
Yeah,
okay,
be quick and effective.
We must move. Let's go. And he starts giving out order to the diving crew members assemble at the air dock at deck 4. And people come up to meet you halfway, Jeremiah. Following your lead.
Quick, follow. This is what we've been training for.
Yes, sir.
Jogging behind them.
And I give them a pep talk on the way to raise their spirits, and I stress that we are not here to do anything else than protect the ship, the camel with all its living beings inside.
The security officer puts his hand on the shoulder of Bartholomew as you try to follow the group down before you take the next look down. Bart, I need you. Come,
yes.
man the second gun for me.
Yes, sir. I turn around and make my way to the
over to the room that you see every time you pass by it on the ladder of machines hanging from the ceiling down for you to grab a place to loosely strap your head against to see, and a huge apparatus for ammunitions crate to place into the walls. They've been locked and loaded. I'm gonna take the front, but if you can take the coil gun on the aft. And he points to to the other machinery hanging from the ceiling.
I approach exactly where he pointed at, pull it down, adjusting to my height. I run my fingers, feeling the trigger, and like start looking around. Darkness, like just some particles floating in the water. Like, do you know where it's gonna come from? That blasted thing, whatever it is.
I should get the signals from the captain through my headset. He is going to coordinate the directions they're coming in. I'll give it over to you then.
Roger that.
Jeremiah.
I stand with the crew at the airlock, and I have assigned the Mark II to the youngest member of the team, and I expect him to accept this. I'll look him up and down and check his suit.
5 suits ready and available to you and your free crew member, half of the ship. He accepts. Ready to go. Checking. You can roll me a check with hands.
I fail with an opportunity and a setback.
The panel that's on the suit, you found a recess that hides a button accidentally as you click it open, and it makes a small zish noise, and you see a small packet on the inside. The other crew member busy stepping inside their own suits, but the young man turns like, what's this? Like trying to look where it should be, but he can't see it from inside the suit directly.
I grab the bag from the pocket and shut the pocket closed. It's a Mark II kit. It's really it has all sorts of gadgets. I don't have time to explain now. You gotta keep it cool,
Okay.
kid.
Okay, yeah.
Do your
I'm
job.
good.
You know, everybody does that job, right?
I'm good to go. Matthew comes down and brings a couple of harpoon guns. These are from the armory. I've been ordered to bring them to the airlock. 2 of them in his hands, and a set of a few extra harpoons for reloading.
Excellent. We're not gonna need these, but let's bring them along anyways. Timothy, you should assign these. Yeah, sorry, I mistook you for the security officer. I see that you have the the look of a trained marksman about you, sir. I look jokingly at the
other
diver
guys
and the wink.
The other guys chuckle. It breaks the tension in the room. And Matthew makes his way out. One of your guys pull the small scooter from the ceiling that's it's attached to a handheld device with a turbine on it for fast travel and transport of some objects. Well, looks like we might even have some use for this, even if we are not mining anything right now.
Yes, we are. Remember, we are. We have to repair any breaches as quickly as possible, and those with harpoons cover those with the machines, and we'll stay close to the hull, out of sight, inconspicuous, like.
The noise comes through the speaker. Jeremiah, is your team dive ready?
So everybody is suited up. Equipment has been assigned, and yeah, we are ready to do everything.
The response comes through the speaker of the airlock. Good. Hold the position. We are making sure to thin out what's approaching. If there's any damage, well, if there's any damage, you will be ready to be sent out.
I respond by pressing the red button and holding it in and say, "Sorry, we should probably fill the airlock already and maybe open the doors. We'll hang on tight."
Response. Good. You should have access to the mechanisms from down below.
Thank you, sir. And I motion to everybody to take their helmets, secure them, and I take my own and secure that and start pushing the levers to fill the room with water. The ice cold ocean floats in little by little. First the knees and the thighs, and we are submerged.
And little flashlights go on the suit. Double checking and fall through. Tapping each other's shoulders, giving the okay sign. Over to Bartholomew. Getting yelled over to the side. One click! Visual soon. You have to aim all the way over the bow of the ship.
Yes, sir. Adjusting it over the bow, so. Okay. Where's the sardine?
The ship starts rumbling strong again.
I
Now
widen my stance, my feet to be more stable.
Reverse gear. Captain is trying to give us some distance. We are moving away. Like holding his ear.
Okay.
They're coming closer. You see nothing.
Okay. Like still like around some general direction.
Roll me a heart.
Like sweating profusely. I fail with a setback. Getting like nervous. Like my hands are sweating so much, like getting slippery. Like doing this and like.
You see several shadows like showing up out of the complete darkness. Big fish flashing past the camera.
Timothy, I see something. How blessed! Like, and I like
Coil gun.
without thinking much.
Using energy as ammunition. Massive fish. Tuna. Getting roasted in front of you.
I got something, Timothy. I got something. He's trying to.
Good. Okay. Oh my god! And he starts like, target acquired. Oh my! I can't tell what it is.
It's something. I got some.
You see the fish now rotating
it's
away
like
as you hit some
recharging.
of them. You got the flashlight on the weapon? The big spotlight?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I aim it towards the direction of the roasted sea life.
Yeah, those are
It's
definitely
recharging.
not dangerous fish that you've hit.
I just say nothing, like
He's making grunts tuna.
keeping it quiet.
Then
Timothy, yeah.
a big sound reverberating through the hull of a sea creature. Several noises. In front of your camera, flashing up again a creature, now much faster and more agile, past your crosshair, moving to the bow of the ship.
Something passed over me. Trying to like catch it.
Roll hands.
Oh. I fail.
The sap shooting past the sea creature. Its lightning, however, illuminating the four arms of this dinosaur-shaped underwater creature and a massive jaw with teeth of the size of rebar. Now swallowed by darkness again.
I saw it, but I missed the shot.
Another cry, this time screeching at the hull. As alarm goes off, the alarm of hull damage on the ship.
This is our sign. I punched the door open of the airlock. Door screeches open, and we hold on tight to the hull as I exit the darkness.
Crew member taps your shoulder, holding up, talking to your intercom between the suits itself. Small crackle. Do you wish to hold the gun or the scooter, sir?
I'll take the scooter. You cover my back.
Okay. Grabbing the harpoon gun. Opening up. Ocean floor at midnight level. It's dark, not absolute complete darkness. A dark blue hue instead of the black at the midnight zone. Several shadows, black shadows that appear to be fish swimming around. Past you, floating down, a grilled tuna fish.
Shit, it's a bad sign. It doesn't eat tuna, so I just I quickly turn off the intercom to hoping he didn't hear that. I tune it for the bridge, the comms, and I check in with the communications. Anybody at the bridge? Team calling the bridge.
Captain here. I got you. 3 targets outside. They're still swimming. We have to fix the front.
Front, check. And
There will
I
be
switch
one
to the,
there. Make sure to... You must take him out if you go there to fix it.
I switch to the group channel for all the team. So we have a breach at the front and an unknown. Hoping that they remember the code word. Let's head out. Keep it sharp.
Swimming. You see the outside of the hull. The dark brown rust patina across it. Several barnacles having attached over the last 4 days. At the corners of your eye on the aft, a coil gun shooting out another electrical charge, illuminating a predator. But your crew looking in the other direction to follow you to the front instead.
As I see the predator, I I just sense a freeze up for a second and unsure whether to pursue it or if we can keep hidden and and I decide to pretend as though nothing is happening and swim confidently towards the stern.
Around the front side, it's an ugly shape, not like a dynamic dugong or a dolphin or an orca. The camel just having the outer hull like a rectangle on the front of a fat head, where you know the huge ballast tank to be. And looking past the curvature as the leader, you see with your flashlights illuminated a mother raptor, about 3 meters in size, a long tail, huge teeth, digging into the hole and ripping it, the outer hole, wide open, ready to dive inside.
Motion at the divers and point at the creature. Shoot it out.
Oh my god,
Quickly.
What is this? It's huge!
Keep it
It's
cool.
going inside.
Keep it cool, team.
Roll hard.
It's success.
Yes, yes, Captain! The harpoon guns shooting, both of them hitting it on its side. And another screech going through the waters, now being outside, much louder. As it tears out, turning around, looking, it's been wounded, swimming around, spotting you, diving in your directions, and they start reloading, sir.
Reload quickly. I take a step backwards hesitantly. I try to look to my left and right. I don't see anything because of the suit. My pulse elevates.
The creature swimming only a short distance away now. The guy still fumbling with the reload.
I grab at the crawler and just try to pull it out up through the water in front of me. In the water,
It
Just
reaches.
as
Go ahead.
it's just too heavy. I just pull all my back strength into it, and it just moves 1 feet off the ocean floor, and I hit my my helmet on its handle.
The creature. You hear your friends yelling out, "Reloaded!" as he knocks into the crawler itself and starts to scrape at you across your suit.
Instinctively grab something, just grab onto something, anything, just hoping that the bag I grabbed off the Mark II suit now inside of my own suit doesn't break open and release its liquid.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a heart.
I keep it cool.
The scratch across your suit, superficial, but now what appears to be the stories to be true of a mud raptor right in front of you, and you have its full attention as 2 more harpoon shots lambast into him, one striking its head, the other its body, and is reeling out, trying to gain some distance. At this moment, Bartholomew, on your camera, the crew now in sight, as you try to follow the mud raptor, making circles around the weapon.
Timothy, I'm afraid to hit them. The crew. I'll hold fire. And then I take for a second, I take my head out of the visor. And I think one got in. You have the guns, man.
The captain says there should be a second one on the back side. I can... yes, there's one by the crew and... Oh god. Oh, he's in the ballast tank. He has direct access to the command room. There's only one more door between him.
Give me a gun.
He fires another round. And lets go, letting the chain gun reload itself. Running to the armory that is but a short distance away. Grabbing his keys. Fumbling a bit.
Come on. I, afraid of taking a shot and hitting the crew, I let it go and follow him, like run him. Give me the keys. You man the guns.
Okay, he throws it over to you and grabs the coil gun instead, looking around.
I see a few rifles and some 12 gauge shotguns. This one, I take the 12 gauge shotgun, reloaded. I got a bunch of ammo and like stuff in my pockets as well. Like, I'll be going to the ballast. Make my way.
You have to go through the command room to reach it. Remember, top deck. It's a weird design.
I break midway and I make my way back. Yes. Like jumping instead of climbing down the latches, I just jump it and try to make my way.
Yeah. You just hear him fire the coil gun again and yelling after you. I think I got one of them. Just make sure the one in the ballast tank is dealt with.
Leave it to me. And as I get to the ballast tank, seeing the hatch down below,
Before
I try
you
to look through like a visor.
Before you even reach that far, you hear the screech of a metal getting teared open. The distance, what you thought to be the ballast tank, is but yet another intersection you have to go through first. It's quite a distance. Roll me some feet.
I fail.
The next door is a command room.
I try to push it open with my shoulders, putting all my strength into it, like, oh, not really want to let go of the shotgun.
Machinery works. It slides open slowly as you aim through. The captain standing there, his back towards you, slowly stepping back, shooting his pistol. Boom, 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 boom. As you see lights getting knocked out. A huge raptor inside screeching loudly. And biting into the arm of the captain, tearing it clean off.
I just like pointed at, not really thinking twice, not caring if there's glass, if there's machinery behind it. Just point at it and pull the trigger.
Yeah, solid hit. It's bleeding. The weapon doing massive damage. Yelling even more loudly, now enraged at you and angry, and in its rage.
I
biting
jump in
down,
and aim it again.
biting down over the head of the captain, slamming the teeth shut.
I like one step closer just to really aim at its head as it's chewing at the captain with the second shot.
You blast his brains across the ceiling, and he flops to the floor. The 3-meter creature laying in front of you, captain inside him.
I quickly like run over, like flip the captain, like get his ID, like, and make my way back to the armory and the guns. Oh no!
At this time, outside, Jeremiah.
I regain my composure after the harpoons have gone off a second time. No mud raptor inside. I motion to the closest divers to help me with the crawler. We gotta get this thing sealed quickly.
Yes, sir.
Help me carry it. We lift it up towards the hull and slide it towards the hull, and closer to the ballast tank as much as possible.
Not an issue. The water itself helping you a lot with its massive weight. As long as you don't have to sprint for it, you reach the teared open parts of the hull. Your crew members, the one without a gun, starts grabbing the steel plates on the crawler and pulling it off to swim open to the opening, roughly placing them. Ready for welding, sir?
Let me do the honors. I grab the tool and put it to the first crack and just go at the work.
A hands check.
I weld the thing and I just shake. My hands are shaking, so just actually drop the welder to the floor, and one of the plates that starts going out, and I try to scramble to keep it at the hole, close to the hole, but more water gets in.
One of the other guys attaches his gun to the mag plate on the crawler. Let me help you. Grabbing the plate, having you adjust the plate in place. At this point, Bartholomew, you run, but you hear the ping from the sonar just as you're about to exit the command room, left unmanned.
Everything outside is dead.
Bing. The pings.
I yell at the corridor. Mateo! Like, Mateo! The bridge!
Yes.
Come here! Like, looking for him, like, down the corridor, like,
No answer.
still like...
One
turn
person
back.
approaches and starts coming to you. It's Dr. Simone. What do you need?
Doctor!
Climbing
come
up
here!
the ladder.
I approach her, like give the ID. Captain's gone. I cannot
What?
handle the thing. You're a smart one. You go there and try to handle the sonar.
Okay,
the
go to
freaking
the sonar.
bridge.
Oh my god! Looking at the
You've seen blood so
massive...
far. And I like make my way to back to the armory.
Oh, okay. She yeah. You reach the armory, and there you see Timothy, the security officer, scratching his arm, a telltale sign of some people under stress. Like, I think I got one. I don't know what's happening to the crew outside. Captain, stop talking. What's going on?
He's a goner.
What?
Head bitten right off.
Oh my god.
The
Well.
doctor. She's on the bridge.
Okay.
I kind of put on the ground the shotgun. Make my way to the railgun.
Wait. Okay. Doctor, come in. I need information. He nods. She says there are more approaching. The blood's in the water's attracting the nest.
I don't know what to do. I can just shoot and aim, I guess. Aim and shoot, whatever. Like do that 360 like on the thing.
I load up my radio and call for the bridge again. Team to bridge. Team to command. Give us an update. We're almost done with the welding. Hello, come in. Bridge.
Dr. Simone on bridge. The captain's dead. I'm taking over coordination here. A group of I can't say. I assume more mud raptors are approaching the blood. Check to the southwest. Past the right side of our ship, that way.
Right, you mean starboard?
Yes.
You're the new captain now? What happened to the old captain?
Severe
blasted, who cares?
Severe blood loss.
Okay. You had a time to make an autopsy. We can't deal with that many. There's no way.
We need this. We need the front sealed shut. Close the grift. And come back in.
Okay. Yeah. We're on it. We're working on it as hard as we can.
Say, "Officer, I think I see shadows in the distance." There's still like half of the welding to be done.
I motion him to pick up one of the harpoons, and
Yes, yes.
stand in front of the welders. Come here. Come. We're gonna stand in front of the welders and just hope for dear God that this is not the real Kraken.
Across you, screaming past your heads, the ammunition of the chain gun in the direction of the group. You see bodies hit, the screeching of the same noises of mud raptors in the furthest distance. One of them starts slowly floating upwards as the other three approach your direction.
I look around. I turn around and try to figure out where the blast came from.
The top of your ship's chain gun shooting past over the head. All you can make out are the bullets ripping through the raptors, trying to strike as many as possible.
I keep close to the hull and kneel down and hold the harpoon in front of me and motion the others to do the same. The other guy to do the same.
Yes. They are swimming now to a short distance. Another of them struck.
Hold it. Hold it. Wait for the last moment.
I need a heart.
Fail.
Your ally slips his finger, shooting the harpoon gun, losing velocity way before hitting the mud raptor, easily swimming past as it clinks off the hide, swimming right up to your friend, the long, gangly laborer with the harpoon gun in his hands, and he yells out, "Captain! Captain! Ripped open in two, blood spilling out and consuming the vision in front of you.
I fire the harpoon at the other raptor next to it. This one seems to be occupied.
You hit. It bleeds. It's enraged. But one shot's not enough to take such a thing down. And swims up to you into immediate distance, ready to pounce.
Scramble to the side, just trying anything I can to avoid its vicious jaws.
Bartholomew.
Panicking.
Through the visor of the railgun, I see a crew member get ripped in half, like, oh God! And I pull it a bit back, aiming to the farthest mud raptor, and just pull the trigger, trying to hit it.
hands.
Fail.
Shot wide. The ammo disappearing into the ocean.
Damn it. Timothy, you gotta mend this. I can't shoot for my
Okay.
life.
I got this. I
I'm
got
gonna
this.
see. I'm gonna find the boy. I go head towards the reactor room.
Okay.
Still with I grabbing the shotgun before going ahead.
Easily reached on the far side at the very back, the reactor room. You see him working on the dials. They're going crazy as the ballast tanks are filling up with water.
Mattel, what do you need done? Sweat on my face.
I can't do much from here. We're supposed to get off the ocean floor, but there appears to be a leak somewhere still.
A leak?
Yes, on the outside. Isn't the team working on it?
There are more creatures coming on.
Oh my God.
Do you know how to steer the ship?
I mean, he seems to be like starts to hyperventilate. Like I don't know.
I drop to my knees like in front of him, like I grab him by the shoulders, still feel like inches higher and stronger than him. Look at me, man! Look at me right now! I can grab his face now. Look at me, man! It's Bart. You are the big man. You can do this.
I can do this. I can do it.
You can do it. You are doing it.
I've went through the manual. I know the dashboard. They showed me how to do it yesterday. I can. Yes, I can. I have some ideas. I just need to be in the command room. I can't be back here.
You taught me the reactor. I know the bleeps and go help the doctors on the bridge. Before you go.
He scrambles and he turns back. Look, if everything goes bad and you see the smoke, you push the red button, okay? The emergency shutdown. It's better than a bomb, you know? And he turns open the door.
Before you go, prepare your mind. The captain is gone. You're gonna help the doctor. And I start like looking at the reactor. You know, just trying to take care of it. Remembering every step that he taught me.
The needle going to the orange as the machine tries to counterweight the flooded tanks of the submarine. A futile effort, but with the presence of being manned, avoiding bigger issues.
I rest my hand like to the side of the red button and just like, you know, if I have to, I'll quickly push it, cursing under my breath. Come on, Jeremiah. Come on, Jeremiah.
The creature sliced open your friend. A floating harpoon gun slowly hitting the ocean floor sediment. As your welder focuses, the second guy screeching out, "No! Oh my God!" losing his shit.
Lying sideways on the ocean floor,
Seriously?
twist and turn to get a clear image, and I push my legs up against the hull and just push forward through the water, grabbing for the harpoon gun and exhaling a screech through the radio, a grunt.
Yeah. You reach the gun as the mud raptor aims for the yelling companion and digs his teeth into his arm and starts squeezing. Ah, he got me! He got me! Ah, my arm!
I quickly turn off the radio, just flick the switch like that. I take a few seconds to aim the gun properly before I fired at the thing's neck or whatever I can remember from anatomy class.
A precision task with hands.
And misses any vitals.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The harpoon fires and whirls through the water and just scratches the surface of the creature.
Its jaw clamps down on the arm, penetrating the suit and breaking the seal as he yells. With the radio off, you just hear the damp screams reverberating through the water, echoing slightly.
I just stand there for a few long moments, feeling the despair creep in before I take a few steps forward towards the creeper, just half-heartedly looking for anything I could use.
There's
Just fall to my knees.
one more spear maglocked to the crawler, and you hear yelling out through the waters with no radio, the Veller yelling, "It's shut! It's shut! We can go back inside!" Trying to avoid this creature, just going for the airlock.
I see the creature going for the airlock. Spotting the spear at the crawler, I try to release it as well. And I turn on the radio, back on the radio, and say, "Good work, team. Good work, team. Fight with your teeth and claw, everything you have."
Loud yelling from the man with a crushed and pierced arm, now gurgling as his suit fills up with water. "Captain, I've reached the airlock. Oh my god, it's approaching. I have no gun. I only got the welder."
I'm coming, kid. I just head directly for the airlock, carrying the spear with me, swimming as fast as I can.
Between you and the airlock, the mud raptor approaching the novice as he starts torching the water and showering bubbles up with the welder itself, disorienting the creature, avoiding a direct hit.
I'm closer to the controls and rest my back against the hull and fire the creature one last time.
hands. He is distracted, so you get an advantage. Yeah.
I take my advantage, but to no avail. The spear whirls through the water and disappears into the dark waters.
With that, you see the mother raptor clenching around the midsection and yells out, Jeremiah, officer, please help! And you hear his radio keep going as the mother raptor disappears with his victim into the darkness of the ocean, into the deep dark blue. The radio keeps going, help! Please! Help! Bartholomew, you see the mother raptor swimming away with a victim in its jaws.
Looking through a window, I produce like my personal communicator. Jeremiah.
Yes.
And like still looking back at the boiler.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Jeremiah. Personal communicator.
Bart, everything's going to shit out here. I'm coming back in. I think we sealed it.
You're alive. Thank God.
Just barely, and I just don't. I start mumbling something incomprehensible as I punched the door open.
Are still there any more mother raptors?
Bart, how the fuck should I know? Maybe one or two. I don't know. Yeah.
Get inside, man.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Team.
I call out to my team for any survivors.
Help! Help!
Regroup. Oh, shit.
All the others are dead. He hasn't penetrated the suit, but we're swimming fast away. Maybe the gun can still reach him. Please get me out of here. You see the chain gun starting to shoot in the direction of the mud raptor. Some shots missing.
Can you get yourself free somehow? Just abandon the suit. Do what you can.
I can't. The pressure is too high at this level.
Ah, shit.
Then you see a pop and only some static noise going through your radar.
Bart, are you at the bridge right now? Where are you?
Boiler room. The kid and the doctor are in the bridge. The captain's gone.
I can't see. I can't see shit. People are dying left and right here. I'm coming in.
Get inside the room next, man. There's nothing we can do now.
And I swim into the airlock and seal it. And push the buttons and levers to enter the room into the ship with air.
inside the ship, the communications from the doctor. Last Raptor been struck down. Anybody on board check through the command center? Security officer Timothy manning the guns. Who's still here?
I hear Bartholomew at the boilers. I'm controlling the reactor.
Okay. We are gaining. We are gaining some ascension again. We won't be able to check on the SOS signal, but it is the closest station from here. Either that or a 4 days trip back.
By the chain of command, shouldn't the officer be the captain now?
Yes. Timothy would be the longest standing member of the officers. What's happening with Jeremiah? Is he on board?
I stand in the airlock as the water slowly drains from the room, and I take off my helmet and just rest my back against the wall and sliding down into the sitting position, just throwing the helmet to the side and just spitting out. Hearing some stuff over the intercom. Having a long pause before I regain my composure.
There's another call through the speakers during the pause. All men, notify us if you're still alive.
Hit the intercom button and I survived. I'm here. I'm barely. My team is down. It's a fucking nightmare out there.
Understood. Come, man the guns, second deck.
All things. There's nothing there.
No,
we need to board the station.
The last signal is gone for now. Just need to make sure we got somebody on the guns while we discuss what to do next. We have a moment.
Ah, fuck. Kraken be blessed.
With that, the whole ship pushing you into the floor. The grates themselves. The security officer handing already left the guns alone back on the mission control. Giving through commands. Okay, security officer Timothy here. It appears to be that we have lost the captain and 3 members of our diving team, making us a ship of 5. Now the Camel can go with a minimum of a crew of 3. And I see we have 2 officers on board. We should. I'm gonna make the executive call to dock at the station. No matter the SOS signal, we fix up the ship. Maybe we can resupply locally. But we should have enough resources for the trip back. As long as we can avoid another strike.
I hit once again the intercom button. I'm sorry, sir, but I object. They came from the place we're going to, didn't they?
It's hard to say. from the signals we've seen before, like Barotraptors should be able to be fought off by the stationary turrets of a station. I mean, if they're built by protocol, that is. They're not big enough to
Nobody
penetrate.
follows protocols. It's an SOS signal. That makes no sense. I understand the chain of command, but I have to say my piece here.
Hit intercom. Timothy, you gotta call everybody to the bridge so we can talk properly. We gotta board that station now, quickly. What's going on? I start making my way to the bridge, just as quickly as possible, going through the hatches and climbing stairs through the ship.
Yeah. We have to check out the SOS signal. If there's a signal, it means there is still life on board.
You're the captain.
He turns around to as the hatch opens for Jeremiah. Yes, what can I do? What can I do for you, officer?
I'm taking control of this ship. I think you should probably ask me what you can help me do.
We have no time for games.
This is no game. We gotta board that station now, immediately. What's taking so long? Man your stations, sir. You have experience as a security officer. I know people, how to deal with people. You know, you've seen me in action.
Thinks about
Stand
it.
down, sir.
He snaps into place. Yes, sir.
Very well.
And leaves. The doctor in the room, ignoring all of this, checking the captain for if there's like she quickly comes to the conclusion that he's not that he's this is not curable. So he's perished. Too much blood loss. There's nothing I can do. And she starts dragging the body away.
I help her clean up the place and take my time to remove some of the worst parts here and there.
The Barotrauma is quite big, about 400 kilograms heavy. Like easily 4 times the weight of a big man.
It's important that we take care of the captain properly and find all the bits.
I think
it's really
I've
important
seen
for
his.
morale.
I think I've seen his arm over there, like pointing to the corner.
I'll get it. Get it.
There's the pistol still in his hand.
I take the arm and shake the pistol off and put it on my desk.
With that, Matthew coming back to the engineering, to the reactor room, taking your place, Bartholomew. He's visibly shaken, having seen his first body. I got this. You can. We are approaching the station on automatic course right now. I've turned the sonar off so we do not attract any more creatures.
I rub my face, taking out sweat, and using the shotgun as a crutch. I stand up. Thank you so much, Matt. The needle is on green. I put this back in place. As I'm leaving, like breathing heavy. You're the big man. You're the big man. Make my way to the armory first.
How big is a man the size of the ocean? He talks more to himself as you leave the room.
I climb the hatch, go to the armory, put the shotgun back. I get some of the bullets I have put, like, kind of put it back, but then I stop for a while, get it, some of them, like, throw in the room, and then I close and head towards the bridge.
The doctor stops you on the way, seeing your. Wait, are you okay? Please let me check. Like grabbing you by the shoulders, like stopping you dead in your tracks. Do you? Are you wounded? Have you been hit?
I'm fine, doctor. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you need help? Is the dinosaur thing still there? The raptor?
We are gonna worry about it after we dealt with the captain. We barely have any time for funeral proceedings. Maybe at the station if it's safe enough.
Yes.
For now, I have him in the body bag.
Do you want me to carry it?
Oh, yes, please. It's quite difficult down these ladders.
I grab one end of the thing, like with a certain ease, like lift it, and I worry about the crew, doctor.
There's not much crew left.
Easier to take care of them, I suppose. Kind of do like a forced smile. And I start pulling the body bag.
Thank you.
Yes. Whatever needs done. I know maybe it might not be the time, but is the mud raptor edible?
Well, its mutation is nothing parasitic as far as I know. Its meat works just as well as shark meat. We got a functioning kitchen installment to slice it up and reprocess it.
Yeah, maybe that could raise the spirits a bit. I'll see to that. I rest then the body on my shoulders.
Okay.
Excuse me. And I go towards a place where there's a cabinet where some cleaning supplies are. Like I clean it out and put the body inside there and kind of close it. Well, my better out of sight. Kind of put my hand. It's better people don't see you, big guy.
A man-shaped bag inside, slumping over slightly.
And make my way to the bridge back again. Kind of scratching my head, like with my hair, like all droopy and wet with sweat.
Yeah. With that, the crew on the bridge, the passive signal showing the station getting in sight. visual confirmation of a couple of the spotlights still showing where submarines should be parked for docking, for the docking collar. We will end the session here. Yay! You survived.
Well, kind of, barely.
Oh my god. Okay, so do we wanna do quick outro? Do you want this on live stream, or we can cut it here and just talk offline? I'll leave it up to you.
What I have to say, we could be done live.
That's fine by me.
Solmer.
Yeah. It's totally fine, no problem.
All right. Yeah, let's give some insight. So first of all, I think I completely botched the rules, guys. Like, you did some, let me help you guys, like convince you to do what you want. And I said, roll for heart instead of tongue. And then I was like, oh shit, but I just ignored it. I'm like, nah, it's fine.
I'm pretty happy that you did choose for hard.
Yeah, it benefited him. I think there's one moment that I think was a big miscommunication, because I rolled 2 12s like when I was shooting. That was the worst possible outcome.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the worst outcome.
So, yeah, because you want to roll low, right? So that's why I said, like, I'm sweating and I shouldn't. I mean, like, if I shoot a crew, like, I'll let you, but like I just shot at it first thing.
Yeah.
But then I singed it just a school of fish, so I guess that's that. But there was one moment I think,
in the moment I
Zonal
was
got
thinking,
confused.
oh, 12 is good. 12 is good. So let me think of something.
Yeah,
So I like
exactly.
hypnotized myself in the moment.
Yeah. It is.
Because, like,
it's fine.
yeah, but because the result was so bad that I thought, I think I'm gonna narrate my failure on this one.
Yeah.
But no, the game ran like smooth. I think very smoothly.
Yeah. It was really nice. I think it's really difficult, honestly. I think it's really hard.
Yeah.
But I did my best to concentrate and try to get the picture, because it's not possible to ask questions. So you gotta, try to figure out what the situation is all the time, to trying to, like, who's getting
to
eaten by
coordinate,
who.
right? Like that's part
Yeah.
of that we try to do with this session. Like, holy shit, what do we have when chain of command breaks, and like we don't really know what's happening there. We have the players on different ends of the ship, like on the outside and on the gun. So all you see is what happens in the room or on the gun. But trying to figure out, how do I give everybody the turn you deserve, so that like the other guy doesn't accidentally die, because his friend couldn't help on the big gun.
I thought that I could have easily been eaten by that. By that point, we got back to me in the next scene. But that's it's I rolled some really bads and missed, and then
oh man,
and so
that
on,
was
so that.
Yes, like, did you miss every shot?
Yeah, and I'm really bad at shooting as well. Oh, my character is bad at shooting, so then if you can't kill your enemies, you're probably gonna get eaten at some point.
Yeah, one thing I did is the first Mud Raptor, every shot was an automatic hit. Like, if you pointed and shot, like the first Mud Raptor, you got him, and he ate like 4 spears to die. And I was like, yeah, that's totally fine, because he's taking your resources and your time. And when like people started dying and freaking out, that's when you need to like aim and hit your shots. Type deal. So in my head, that's how I was trying to justify, when do I ask for a roll? So I don't just ask for a roll until you fail, because we want to avoid that part.
And that was exactly when the battle turned, when the guy panicked.
Yeah,
that's exactly when everything went wrong. So that was a nice turning point.
Yeah, and oh man, the failure on the welding check was exactly like, oh yeah, if you fail this, the next group comes smelling the blood, and you're not done welding yet.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking, what's happening with that failure.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought everybody was gonna die. Like, okay, yeah, that's chill. You know, that happens.
Yeah.
Dying
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
you know, yeah.
Yeah, and you took out the mud
Um,
raptor on the inside. I was like, you got the shotgun. He's there. Like the captain is already dead. One shot to the head. I thought it's reasonable enough to give you that as, yeah,
okay.
it's enough to kill him. Should
I kind of felt
should it
like
have been a roll?
I don't. I understood your logic. I think I would have gone by the same logic. Not asking to roll. I did mention like I do not care if there's glass or machine behind me
Yeah.
because I was kind of giving you like it's okay if you want to like penalize me, you know, for this.
Yeah.
But you were
I-
merciful.
It in that moment I didn't think of like the way I was imagining it, like you would hit the ceiling, like lights would get wrecked, but not the big sensitive sensor parts or anything like
yeah.
that.
So yeah, like if you wanted to ask for a roll there, a failure could justify like hitting machinery and like
Yeah.
making things worse. But yeah, it was interesting, like because my character is kind of like is basically the assistant kind of guy. You know, like I'm not really good at many ship things. So I was like trying to go around. Like I was shooting like it's not gonna work. Like my hands like it's bad. Like I'm bad at aiming. So like I'm gonna let the NPC shoot. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
go to the boiler. So the one guy that can drive the ship can go to the bridge because like he taught me a little at the
Yeah.
beginning, like how to take care of the boiler. That and yeah, me plus my secret agenda trying to further it little by little as much as possible was very interesting.
Do we want to talk about that or keep it a secret a bit longer?
Yeah, I
What
guess.
secret?
Yeah, exactly. What secret? Like, what do you mean? I don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
like I also
No, I
don't
mean,
know.
okay,
I
it's
also don't know what
it's
you're talking about. So I'm
uh,
over here having developed a secret for you guys, and then you threw in a different secret. So I was like scratching it through on my end, like I'm not bringing this up anymore.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say what it is because I think it's 5D if Somir doesn't know as much as well, but like there's clearly something going on, right?
yes,
Like some scenes, like I mentioned, like some setting some stuff up, but
That's
absolutely.
that was like interesting.
So
yeah. I think we played two games simultaneously. One was the like action horror like abyss game, and one was the like smuggling and trying to set up other crew members and trying to subvert and create intrigue and things
Yeah,
like that. So I think we had two games running at the same time almost.
exactly.
and I'm not
One social
sure.
game and one combat game and or action game.
And I like that a lot. Like that's my favorite. Like, oh yeah, we have
Mm.
combat, we have intrigue, and we're trying to navigate both at the same time as shit hits the
Yeah,
fan. But that's also when opportunity strikes. Like, oh, maybe I can turn this
Yeah,
into
yeah,
my favor.
yeah. That's why Jeremiah wanted to take control of the ship, so to speak. That he was probably already so invested in getting something out of it.
Yeah,
He
like
just
that's
and then
that's
Benson
also
keeps going.
was like my character was also like shouldn't like the chain of command be the officer, like kind of trying to like set you
yeah.
up as well.
Good point.
Yeah,
I
like
was
trying
thinking
to
like I want to give you control, but I kind of made the security officer like the guy with the longest standing on this ship particularly. And then as you like talk to him, I was thinking, do I make you roll for this or no? The arguments are sound enough to make sense, and he is not the type of guy who wants command. He just wants to like get the fuck out of here. You know, coming from the lower decks, like working his way up. He's still looking for somebody to take responsibility in the end. So I've let him like
Makes sense.
let him snap to his like soldier level of responding to orders and go to protocol because that's what he's most comfortable in situations of stress.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
and
makes sense.
yeah,
I was hoping for something like that, but
And
Yeah.
now Jeremiah has
Oh, damn! I was hoping for it.
and Jeremiah has a weapon against the guy if he wants to,
Kill
with
another
the
guy on
vertigo
board.
the vertigo addiction. Like that's something that
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
used
yeah,
later
yeah.
on.
Exactly. That can always come
Yeah.
up. Mhm.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
purposefully did not tell you that I was doing it because I want Jeremiah to really believe it, because if something comes
Ah,
up, Jeremiah will really be like earnest about like
yeah,
if he sees it, because he doesn't know it's a thing. So it's like kind of
yeah.
playing a long game here.
That's a good thing about splitting the party so much
Yeah,
that stuff can happen. That all sorts of
Did-
stuff can happen behind the scenes almost.
Okay, that's something that's a bit confusing me. Like vertigo addiction, what do you mean exactly? Because I was a
the
bit
drug.
lost at that part. Like I was thinking, so this is what arrived at me. So I wasn't quite sure how to handle it. That Timothy, the security officer, has addiction because
Yeah,
there's a
like I
compartment
was
in the
just
suit, and I was like ready to. You planted something, so I'm like, okay, you're ready to set him up to be an addict too, like at the same time.
yeah, because it was like I was spreading a hoax pretty pretty
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
like because I thought like I think I already said this as a character, like I want to smuggle some ammunition. And like I
Mm.
have to make it the way that he's not trustable to be around weapons, so like maybe I can be the next guy. So like
Oh
I was
yeah.
trying to set him up like that. In the end, like I managed to put my hands on the ammo, but like it's still there that as an option. So like, oh, I know Jeremiah is the second in command. I'm gonna tell him that I've discovered that the guy is an addict. So if he has a withdrawal, like, is he reliable around guns? So that was what I was trying to
Oh,
set up.
oh, I see, I see.
And the drug I had, like I implanted it because if they do inspect it, they will find like, oh, there it is. You know.
Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. I
I
wasn't quite
think I
sure where that was going, but makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think I missed the part with ammunition that
I mean,
he
you
was
you were
smuggling
not there,
ammunition.
so you were not there.
No, I mean as a player, I kind of
Oh,
didn't really get that
I
part.
think
But
I mentioned it like, oh, I know some people in the Ark that will like pay a good amount for weapons and ammunition.
yeah, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally. All right, we
Yeah, I just hope that I did not come off as like like an insensitive guy as my character.
No,
Oh no,
I don't think so.
Yeah, because I was trying to play him more of as like he's selfish, but like he doesn't want to like directly hurt or like have people killed,
Yeah.
But like he's clearly like also not trustworthy. But yeah,
yeah, it's a friendly rogue kind of attitude, I suppose.
I think you guys did a great job role playing your characters, staying in character, and like playing to your own goals. Because that was a difficult part of. I want a submarine, so I've started the scene with they're looking for people for jobbers, right? And it's competitive. So how do you get in? And you give me the answer to that question. And if it's as much as like pick me, then also like give him a reason to pick you, right?
Yeah,
I was gonna be one of the guys, but then like the way the scene ended up, I'm like, I'm already one of the chosen, maybe just because of
Oh, totally.
I'm from the
Yeah,
upper class.
that was pretty cool. Like I like that way of oh, you're also on the crew. Like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
My character isn't a sucker, not like these the common plebs over there.
Exactly. Yeah, I was very surprised though with the captain dying. That was a cool touch.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
it's
think
cool.
added like some I was like, oh, like we're going down. Like,
I'm gonna give you guys some more information about the ship because I have the ship design itself that I showed you at
oh
the
yeah.
start. That was public for people to look at. And I have the second one that I wrote down what is where to navigate it when the creature
Okay.
entered the front ballast. Immediately, like, was one room away from the command room, and you were rushing for the command room, so to get to the ballast tank. So I knew like you teleported yourself already, and that's
Yeah,
the moment where I
like
was like stepping in to be like actually, and I felt
yeah, I
kind
was
of
like a
bad
bit
doing it,
confused.
but I was trying to reinforce the structure.
Mm. I was kind of confused. Like I remember like this layout, but like I cannot tell from memory like what part was what. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why like most of the time I was like I had to you know, so
yeah.
you could like because like I was a bit confused on that. So
It's
yeah, there
hard.
was a bit of that.
It's definitely hard because I did go with a hard reference. So we are basically doing a
Mm.
dungeon crawl of describing every room, which slows down a 4D game. I mean, it slows down every game, I believe, if you keep it, if you don't keep it abstract, but very, very detailed. But that's what I wanted. As soon as like a mud raptor penetrates, or like a crew member starts shooting each other, then it's
I'm-
important.
I just remember I really need to talk about this. Like Jeremiah, or like I guess Sommer was setting my character up. Yeah, like he's an expert. I'm like, I know nothing about the wildlife, you know. So that's another moment. Like I rolled bad, and I'm like, no, like those are just like rocks, you know, like because like why am I even here, you know? But like that was like made me confused a bit. That part.
Yeah, but that part specifically, I was trying to bring you into the scene. So it was a bit
Yeah.
of metagaming, but I was also trying to set you up as an expert in the eyes of the
Yeah.
other officers, and just hoping that you would wing it because Jeremiah is not that smart, but he had a good impression of this Bart's smarts, so he was just hoping that he would be able to convince them that he was
Yeah, but
smart or
like
Yeah.
something.
that could have us killed. But it was good, yeah.
I did miss that part. I forgot that the marine life is like one of your specialties. Is it that, or what's your
No,
specialty?
mine?
Yeah, for the character,
Oh no, like I'm like a big strong guy that can scavenge stuff and lie pretty well.
Oh, okay, so you're
It
not
was
an
just a
ex.
scam.
It was
It was
just a
just a
Yeah,
scam.
total
Okay,
scam.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So yeah,
when you rolled the double failures on the screen, was that the part where you rolled a double failure?
uh, I was just like, no, it wasn't another double failure. It was just a failure,
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
and I was
Yeah,
like,
the
yeah. So
failure
like,
is definitely like, oh yeah, there's something happening. Like you're sending out the sonar to see like what's out there. But when you activate the
because
sonar to see what's out there, they see where you are. And that was the
yeah.
failure. They started approaching, and
Okay. That's why I
that
got
was
you. I got you.
my
Okay.
now the push
I did not
happens.
like. I did not get that because, like you mentioned, like because the guys before I got in, they were already talking. Oh, like there's probably like some mud raptors coming, but I didn't know that. So that's why, like when I look at the radar, like oh, there's something like
Yeah.
you know.
I
So, yeah.
understand. Yeah. But that's on a side note. That's the failures. We said that we would narrate failures, but
Right. Yeah.
I don't think we did it that much. And honestly, I was pretty blanking out a few times on describing failures because it sort of I didn't
Yeah.
know what you had in mind, so I just said I'm not going to narrate this one because I don't know how to narrate it.
I think maybe
I
It's
get
like
that. I get that.
because some failures you can describe how you fail, but not the consequence. Like the consequence is up to the GM,
Mm,
say, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
like if you shoot, like you said, you missed, you know, like if you missed, but like same thing with the radar. Like yeah, it's just actually when I missed the first shot because I was super nervous, like I just narrated I took the first shot. He could have taken it from there, like oh you hit, you know, a friendly submarine or something. I don't know.
It's
that's
I
yeah.
understand, and it's something I'm still. I think I do struggle with that part because up until now, most games I do the thing where the player narrates his action, and then I, as the game master, narrate his action again.
Yeah, yeah.
And you just
The
explain
relay, yeah.
everything twice during the session. And that's something I need to work on. I need to like think about during the game and improve on. Definitely.
Yeah, but I gotta say, man, you run your games like I like the way you run your games. I think I feel like the way you run your games, it lends itself to be it's clear what's going on. Like I usually sometimes get confused, like oh what exactly, but like the games you run so far, like I had an easy time tracking what was going on. Like there was like one moment or the other where I was not really sure, like when we were climbing into the submarine, like I was not really sure, like did we already climb it or are we like climbing into the submarine? Like that was, I guess, the only part that I really like. I don't know where I am.
Yeah,
But
I tried to
you
do
did
it with the
well.
captain to like he goes down and disappears into the darkness because you guys don't see it until you climb in because outside it's bright and inside it's dark. The sunlight levels makes it hard to see. So like waiting for you guys to say, okay, I go in without having you teleport around so I can actually explain that you have to climb past the cargo because the camel is a very distinct looking ship. And also like, okay, how do you describe the camel if it reaches the surface of the water to be loaded and for the crew to go in? It's like, yeah, it's like two humps, not like a single submarine thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke like, what even is a camel anyway? But like, never mind. Because like they land animals there. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
but they probably
That's
still
Yeah.
true.
have
Right.
books
Yeah.
about the old world. I think probably still have books about the old world. So yeah, but you
And
run your
children's
games
stories.
well, man. Yeah, you don't be so hard on yourself. Was it
Definitely.
good job?
Yeah,
Good job.
I'm allowed to give myself a pat on the shoulder. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I had a pretty clear picture as well, as clear as can be. Or not so
Mm,
many contradictions, I would say. I did not get many contradictions.
mm.
one
Yeah,
of the
I hope I did not
things
hog. Oh yeah,
one of
go
the
on.
things I was thinking is like you were describing the scooter as a crawler, and in my head it was like a small thing with a turbine that lets you move really fast. And you changed that, and
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, he's changing that. Okay, I'm going with his script. Oh, he's walking on the ocean floor, not swimming. Okay, he's on the
Yeah,
ocean
there's a
floor now. Yeah, the submarine is on the ocean floor now. And
Yeah. That was
I was
hard.
just going with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for going with it. I was trying to. I wasn't clear. Didn't have a clear picture from what you had said, and that's probably my own fault. I don't know, but and I mean a replay could reveal that. But also when we're playing this game, everything is kind of improvised. Nobody has read
Yeah.
the rule book of this is
mm,
how you swim. This is what the crawler
That's true.
does
That's
or
true.
swims. So we don't know any of this.
Yeah.
So everything just comes up.
My big reference point is the video game Barotrauma. I mean, hence the artwork. It's clearly from
Mhm.
that game. So if players played a video game before, it's much more clear like what to expect.
mm.
Like
Yeah.
because it happens in the video game, but not many people know about it. It's a really
Yeah.
niche, super niche multiplayer fun horror setting
Mm.
of running your own submarine and watching it all going to sheds.
Yeah.
Because you have one mad raptor breaks in, people try to shoot him down, like get wounded. It fills up with water. Now you hit the tanks and you go down just to the next level as people die from the pressurization and trying to like somehow manage it. And you hit the floor. People have to go out to fix it and all of that. It's so much fun. And that was my goal. Like, let's evoke the same feeling, but in the
Mm.
role playing setting instead of the
Mm.
game setting, of the gameplay inside the game.
Yeah, it makes sense. It was it was feeling under pressure, like everything was going wrong at the same time.
Pun
Yeah.
intended. Okay. Any last words or like anything that you would that I should focus on, or anything like that? Or yeah, I think we said most things. One last
We'll
chance.
let Shoner destroy our game.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, what do they roll?
He's
Are they
yeah,
even using
he's the
rolls?
Kraken.
Which game system
Exactly.
is this?
Yeah, but I mean, I think we stayed mostly in character, so that's like at least one checkbox, right?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my pet. Right?
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna give one look at the comment section. Okay, Rick walked off and then came back at the end. Nice. People like Barotrauma. Nice.
It's a good game.
It takes
and
few
it runs so
games.
smooth.
Go ahead. Yeah, run smooth.
Like my computer is a potato and it runs like perfectly. So there you go. If you're listening to this and like interested, you have a potato PC, it runs perfectly.
Yeah, it does. All right, let's end the stream here. Do you guys? I know, Nicholas, you put some stuff on the internet. You can advertise. I'll put it in the description.
And again, I have a channel as well, like Zonalar. I also run some games. I got some games in Portuguese going on now, Brazilian Portuguese. I'll have some in English as well. But yeah, on the way to master role playing and running for the game.
Nice.
My channel is the same my Nicholas Camargo. Yep.
Yeah,
that's it.
I'll put a link so people can click a button instead of trying to look it up on YouTube. YouTube search function is trash right now.
Yeah, it's broken.
Hopefully they will untrash themselves. I'm sure Google can create a search function. All right. And Solmir, anything from your side or just chilling?
Yeah, I'm just a guy who wants to play like immersive role-playing games because it just makes an enormous difference. Just even going out of character just a little bit. That's really yeah. It feels very distracting to me. So I think it's just awesome to play with some cool people and go and get in character and just tag along. I'm just a guy who wants to play these games. So
nice. Yeah, awesome. All right. And we will leave it to the judge, jury, and executioner, Shoner, Rick, Mr. Max, whoever wants to watch 3 hours of us playing and give their 2 cents. Like, I'm open to critique. Be nice to my players. They're awesome. But I'm definitely open. Just lambast me. Write an essay how I'm the worst GM that ever existed. I can take it.
He uses metric system. Who does that? What is a meter? What is a kilometer?
Makes no sense whatsoever. All right, gonna stop the stream here. So goodbye.